savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, it's Cook.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got room. And finally taken down at the 15. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On play action, Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Brissett hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd, and he's able to find Diggs. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Cousins now to throw on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. To throw, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Daniil Hunter. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. They start the drive with Cook, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
54, right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
54's Mike.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's Brown, but not before he... And final timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Brissett. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll throw now on the final play. Now they go screen. It's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 31, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Play fake, Brissett. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Brissett on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 54. Line 54. Watch it back. Over.
Here's Brissett. Complete to Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. Ebron's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brissett again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing. Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They come out here in the I. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jordan Wilkins taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Brissett to throw on 1st. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett, Campbell making the catch. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Danielle Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the curve. Wait. Check 37. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Wild Bill.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And he connects with Ebron. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw is Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
54. Mike's 54. In your face.
Here's Brissett. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Back to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go.
Again, it's Cook. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Cousins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.